Peaceful all year round under the shady trees and fruit trees, ripe all 4 seasons.
Around 48 kilometers long only, and it had only one level. Yeah, in this area are 2 villages only. But in 1960s, when the war took place violently,
The first, second. Which is the third level?
Third
level is for immigration.
They
Oh,
expanded to
goes here and
villages,
there.
and it took around 20 or 25 years. So at first they didn't know, they just walked. So sometimes if someone steps here on her, what happened? One, two, three.
Oh,
Yeah, just bamboo spikes, bamboo spikes.
कांटे हैं अंदर
Bamboo spikes. Bamboo spikes.
वो बताया था ना वो बनाते हुए
Okay, now we'll try this one, huh? We'll jump in, huh?
anyone want
It's
to?
many times because
Anyone
I'm
want to
skinny.
try this?
Yeah, see some spicy over there, huh?
देखो हम
So
दोनों
I
को
said,
कंबोडिया पहुंच जाओगे उल्टे साइड में गए तो
इधर क्या?
उल्टे साइड हाँ कंबोडिया पहुंच जाओगे
तो फिर वीजा की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी मुझे.
हाँ नहीं रिपोर्ट कर देंगे
वापस आ जाना टनल से वापस
snacks.
इधर भी टनल है मैंने इधर भी टनल है
This is really amazing. इधर भी है, इधर भी है.
Minimum.
कहाँ हाँ
Yeah, in Cambodia.
Crazy.
प्लेट के ना beautiful
And then they disappeared, huh? So at first the American soldiers didn't know. They camouflage carefully by leaf.
because again if you can see again I'll show you like I'll tell you you have to go down
And you see the
this
lid, huh?
not this
They are made of
यानी
wood.
इधर
huh?
लग जाएगा
Made of wood,
आपके
Not metal, huh? Just
जा
wood.
रहे हो
So in rainy season where they got
have
wet,
to dry
they
your
put it, they fish well. Yeah, we have the hands up straight up.
वही जी
हाथ बिल्कुल
आपको
straight.
स्ट्रेट
Yeah,
और
straight.
आपको नीचे पैर से झुकने हैं
Slowly,
पूरा पूरा straight, पूरा ही straight.
yes
And close it.
Oh, lovely
We have to camouflage carefully.
बंद
huh?
कर दो बंद कर दो
This way the spot.
आ जाओ बर्थडे
Happy
हैप्पी बर्थडे यू हम बाहर कैसे आएंगे इसमें
Anyone else?
ओह अच्छा ओके
quite
इतना
easy.
डीप नहीं है
बस आपके पैंट्स गंदे हो गए थोड़े से.
पैंट चलो कोई नहीं
कोई बात नहीं आज तो वैसे ही गंदा हो गया कल से मेरा
How was the experience? It was amazing. I was feeling a soldier. So this is the tunnel from where Vietnamese soldier would go inside and make their establishments to protect against themselves against the American soldiers.
So they wore the green color, huh? They're uniform. So from far away, American didn't know. Yeah, like leaves, huh? The color. And they wore those sandals. They made of tie or rubber. They could step on bamboo spikes huh? Because they're very tough and thick. Yeah, in Vietnam, huh? So they could sleep here.
So day one starts with me coming into see this amazing Kochi tunnels. So basically what is Kochi tunnels? Kochi tunnels were the tunnels that were made by Vietnamese soldiers to protect themselves against the war against American soldiers. So they would build tunnels inside the ground, and you won't believe that these tunnels were stretched for almost 250 kilometers all over Vietnam. And because of these tunnels, they could protect themselves and they could do all kinds of plannings, etc. Because Americans would mostly go for aerial attacks and they would attack from the sky, and they had to protect themselves. And which is why very smartly Vietnamese soldiers would protect themselves. They will stay inside the tunnel for 6 months, 3 months, and then they would go ahead and then they will plan certain traps. Whenever American soldiers would decide to come by foot, they will kill them, and they will respond very smartly and in a very strong manner to protect themselves ultimately. I just saw a documentary of how Vietnamese soldiers would make these tunnels, how they would stay, and you won't believe it was a very, very tough time when this war happened and how they protected themselves for 25 years. And this is the reason that you'll find that in Vietnam, uh, most of the citizens are women, because men from every family in Vietnam, they devoted themselves to protect their nation, and they sacrificed themselves. They were in service of the for the nation. So this is like kind of a forest area, and only 10 to 20% has been opened up to show to the tourists about all of this. So this is a military workshop that they are showing. This is how the military base ammunition were stored during those times. You can see the warheads they would collect. It was such a tough situation because uh, throughout the rainy season, as in Ho Chi Minh it often rains, these people had to crawl down, they had to stay underground, and during that time there was not much facilities. So how, just imagine how they would stay in the forest among snakes, among insects underground, and when they would come out, they had to again protect themselves from the rain. They had to see that no one attacks them. It was a really tough situation, and trust me, like I sometimes feel that the phase those people have gone and the phase that we people are living right now, we are in much better situation with all the government bodies regulating, ensuring that there's more pace.
भाई यहाँ से आपका सफ़र चालू लीजिए लीजिए ओके अब यहाँ से आपको क्रॉल करके जाना है।
काफी narrow है, and this is the experience of going inside the tunnel. Amazing. Oh wow, over here, wow. And this is going outside.
Here, this is Burnden Tunnel. There are two tunnels in Kochi district. This is Burnden and this is another tunnel, Burnden. Yeah, the tunnel is around 60 kilometers from the downtown. No, in water, Kochi district was pretty small, about 150 square kilometers only, and around 100,000 people. They live on farm in gardening. Even now, they live on farm in gardening. You can see rice field some vegetable on the way, huh? You see on the map, they're so different colors, huh? Do you know what they are? Yeah, this one, the dark blue color. On the way we passed this one. This is Tân Sơn Nhất Airport, the biggest one in Vietnam, built by French in 1920. The entrance to the tunnel.
This is like a firing bunker where soldiers would stand over here and protect themselves from the firing shots, and as well as respond them back. As you can see, this wall would protect themselves.
Soil. They built many miles, but they are air vents.
ओ ये सॉइल छुपाने का तरीका है पापा, ये मिट्टी यहाँ डाली और उसके अंदर एयरवेंट बना दिया और दिखाया ऐसे।
So basically, these all are the traps that are provided, as you can see in the images. So if any of the enemy would come, and this all the traps that you can see over here, they had certain functionalities, and these were installed inside the tunnels, and this is how it would happen. Like if any of the enemies, they would get killed or injured brutally if they stepped in any of the traps over here, as you can see.
get in, not get out.
Basically, this is for arms, spades, trapping. That's how it works. Okay. So should I lift this or keep here on? Okay. Okay, I'll weight this first. स्मोक भी आ रहा है इसमें से. Crazy.
How was the experience?
And the experience is like I'm just feeling shivers, you know, like the real gun, and just imagining instead of that paper, that board, there's a human standing, and how would these people kill their heart and then kill the person, you know? Just imagine that. It's crazy.